Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss Stellar Lumens and its token XLM. None of the content is financial advice. Let's get started. Right now, the price of XLM is at around 28 cents. It's coming at a key juncture with the 21-week exponential moving average at around 28 cents and the 20-week simple moving average at around 30.8 cents. Both of them are again having a downward slope. So if the prices stay at this level for a prolonged amount of time, the moving average should come close to it. So let's see if price manages to break out of this 20-week resistances. If they do, then the next level to look per the Fibonacci levels is around 34 cents. Again, none of the content is financial advice. Let's get started. This is the Fib levels drawn from May 2021 peak for XLM till about 2022 late December bottom for XLM. From there, there was a sideways action till about October-November 2024, and then price kind of shot up from less than 10 cents to about 65 cents, about a 6x rally from late October till about mid-November, again 3 to 4 weeks to do that 6x. And then since then, price has not been able to digest that kind of move and went from that 0.786 fib level to at one point less than 0.283 fib level, that is from 63 cents to 23 cents. And then when the price kind of capitulated below 23 cents late March of 2025, this crypto has been forming a support around that 0.23 fib level, rallying back to the 20-week simple moving average, and now potentially checking if there is some wiggle room to break to the upside. If it does, then the 34 cents level is the key level, and then some resistance at around 42 cents, where price did stabilize between the towards the end of the year, when there was a wider rally in the crypto market in December till about mid to end January of 2025. So the 34 cents and the 42 cents are the key levels to watch. If to the upside, to the downside, 23 cents level at the 0.23 fib level, if that holds as a support, if there is a downturn in the market in the next coming weeks. Going to the machine learning based price forecast for XLM, right now the price per the machine learning model, again the pink line is the base case scenario, all things equal. If there aren't any major bearish or bullish narratives, the series of sideways action till about early July of 2025 is predicted by this machine learning model. Trend on price action since 2017. This model uses seasonal ARIMA, LSTM, and XGBoost machine learning techniques trained on weekly price action of XLM to predict what is a theoretical bull case and the bear case and the base case. So the base case, again, the rally is estimated per this model around mid-July of 2025. So again, one and a half months from now. If there is a non-euphoria bull case in the market, the ceiling for XLM predicted in the next 6 months is between 33 cents to about $1.25. On the other hand, if there is a continued downturn throughout the summer of 2025 and till about early to mid October 2025, the support for this crypto for this model is between 13 cents and about 23 to 24 cents. So key level to summarize over here, if that 23 cents level is broken, if there is a higher low from the 2024 lows perspective, the support could be somewhere over here between 12 to 14 cents and kind of form a higher low than what XLM did from 2023. 2024 was slightly higher than 2023 again. Instead of slightly under 7 cents in 2024, the bottom was at around 9 cents. In 2025, if there is a correction per this model, per the machine learning model, support could be at around 13 to 14 cents. In the other side, if we were to take the bull case scenario between 33 cents and about $1.25, that kind of coincides with a 1.61 at fib level at around $1.23. If you zoom in over here, that is a fib level of importance. You can see, although XLM went slightly higher in 2017, and essentially if you look at the candle bodies and draw a line through it, there was a major resistance in the 2021 rally faced around that around that 70 cents level. This time around in 2025, the price did come close to that 65 cents, slightly under that 70 cents. And also in 2021, that 70-cent level was kind of a key level to watch. Price did eventually have a wick at around 78 cents, but again, no major weekly closes at this point in time. If you were to take slightly more conservative approach, then the 63 to 67 cents, that area between this gray shaded region and the white line, that could be somewhere of a conservative peak for XLM. The machine learning model does predict a breakout. Again, no model can be accurate all the time, but this says that if there is a rally taking to a new all-time high, that new all-time high could coincide with that 1.618 level for the Fibonacci levels at around $1.24 for XLM. With that, let's move to the regression based fair value if to estimate if the token is fairly valued or undervalued. But this model at this stage in the market cycle, again, this model is a non-linear and phase-based model. The relationship between the price and time is not linear. In the bear market, this polynomial regression model's fair value goes down with time to identify in a downturn where the bottom kind of resides, where to especially accumulate, especially if you draw a one standard residual line to the downside. Again, one standard deviation from the fair value. The green line helps identify where major bottoms occur for XLM in the bear market as well as in the bull market, where is a asymmetric risk reward ratio, where in the midst of the bull run, if we see the price is lower than this green line, again, that's kind of a signal. And this time around, in especially in early April, the price did go to this green level. Again, these are not some retroactively drawn lines. These are live models, get updated every day. If you are interested, you can check out cryptoweeklies.com. On the bottom of your screen, all the models especially on this website are available for free. You don't have to pay or sign up for anything, and they get updated every single day. Right now, that trailing support is at around 25 cents. Again, for XLM to break down to from this green line, this one standard deviation residual model, would take some doing. Again, the price has not been lower than this green line since about December 2022. This was the bottom for XLM for this market cycle. Again, the last bear market in 2022. Again, if you want to be slightly more conservative in identifying bottom, the two standard deviation residual band, the dark green band, says that all if there is a panic in the market, that support level for XLM could be at around 14 cents, again, which coincides with the machine learning based models as well. Again, these models don't talk to each other, but they help identify an area of confluence. The machine learning model is not trained using regression based approach. It uses its own machine learning and data science techniques, whereas polynomial regression with 4 degrees of freedom, this model works on different set of data. So area among confluence on this model as well as on the Fibonacci levels, three models together help identify some trends. The opposite of a one standard deviation residual to the downside is one to the upside. This yellow line, together the yellow line and the green line help identify what is a one standard deviation move in the market if the prices are trading within that one standard deviation regression based channel. The top of the channel is at around 75-76 cents right now. That indicates again one major area of confluence with the price and the Fibonacci levels, again somewhere over here at around slightly under that one fib level, close to that previous all-time high. That's where the regression based model predicts if there is a top in the market cycle at this point in time. Again, this is a growing function. You could imagine the shape of the regression function could change in future if the price gets corrected to the downside, but at this point in time, again, a ceiling is estimated at around 75-76 cents. So that's the gist. Again, the prices are right now per this polynomial regression model undervalued. The fair value for XLM is at around 44 cents. Going forward to the regression based price color codes. This is price color coded with respect to the regression level. Again, the same regression function is used to identify when the prices are in an accumulation phase using color codes. The key idea with this is, again, whenever the risk levels are sufficiently low, so like they are, whenever the risk is less than 20% or less than 10%, that's when DCA makes the most amount of sense. Again, this time around, the risk levels that coincided with less than 20% risk in the bear market did identify a great accumulation phase. Again, the opposite of this model is of this approach is to identify the peaks whenever the rallies kind of materialize between 40% and 70% risk. For XLM, that is between 0.4 and 0.7 risk. That's when the price action starts getting heated up. Right now, if the prices were to go between that 40% and 70% risk, the price for this model could be between 57 cents at the lower end and about 89 cents at the higher end. So between 57 cents and 89 cents, that 60% is at exactly at around 78 cents, kind of close to that previous all-time high for XLM. So that is what is predicted per the regression based model. Again, this is not machine learning model, but uses future regression based fair valuation as well as the peak regression analysis. Right now, the peak is at around 99 cents. The 2 standard deviation ceiling per this model is at around 99 cents. If the prices were to go to that level, that would indicate a deeply overvalued XLM per this model. The bottom regression line, 1 standard deviation residual, helps identify in the bear market, especially if the prices have gone meaningfully down to that bottom regression, and distance between the peak and the bottom regression informs the color codes. Right now, again, we are somewhere between that 10 less than 20% risk at around 16% at this point in time. If they were to go to that 40% and 80% as discussed, between 57 cents and 89 cents, that's a price target informed by the model. If we were to look at the simple moving averages, the 20-week simple moving averages, this model, this is price color coded with respect to the 20-week moving average in a time adjusted manner and volatility adjusted manner. How risky is the price at any given point with respect to the 20-week moving average helps identify, again, especially with less than 10% risk. These bottoms help inform if the price has cooled off, like they informed back in late March and early April of 2025 when the risks identified were less than 10%. Now, per this model, the risks are somewhere between 10 and 20%. Again, to get close to that 20% target. This model slightly more conservative. Whenever the risks are more than 30% for XLM, that's when the action kind of above 30% and between 30% and 60%, that's when the action kind of starts towards the euphoria phase. So if the prices were to go between 0.3 and 0.6 risk per this model, the prices could be between 45 cents and about 58 cents. So that is the intermediate interpretation of beginning or the start of a euphoria phase, which is kind of interesting. The regression based approach says that the lower end is at around 58 cents or 59 cents, whereas the SMA model says that in the short term the higher end is at around 59 cents. So again, that could be SMA model as it looks only 20 weeks into the future. That could be a guideline for what could be a risk level of interest in the next 20 weeks. That is somewhere between 45 cents and 59 cents, and over the long term between 59 cents and 89 cents per the regression based model for XLM. In terms of the time weighted average price, the prices are above the time weighted average price. This is the blue line coming in around 18 cents. In the bear market, this model does a great job, especially for quality assets. If they are trading below the time weighted average price with a significant downturn behind them, that's when again the accumulation phase gets identified. This is this blue line informs how much time or how much price can a crypto digest based on how much time it has spent at some of the key levels. Time weighted average price, as the name stands. helps identify an accumulation phase below this blue line, especially during the bear market, and the underlying hypothesis that the token, that is the token being analyzed, that is XLM for this scenario, has a future in scope. That is by that I mean is in the next bull market, this token takes part and is not faded out due to irrelevance or lack of any adoption. So with those hypotheses, again, there is always risk, but these kind of models help identify if the underlying hypothesis is checked, what is a theoretical accumulation phase. So all in all, the XLM's price targets, again, the estimated bull run target for XLM at this point is at around $1.05. A confluence amongst regression, time weighted average price, and the SMA model says that the weighted risk is about 1/4. Price is at around 28 cents. Bull run peak, if all the models say, at around the weighted risk at the peak is at around 0.95. Again, these are three different models, so it's highly unlikely that all the three models say 100% risk at one point. So and again, this risk reward analysis is heavily weighted towards the regression risk, as that is a better predictor of has been a better predictor of how the price is doing at a phase of the market cycle. So coming to that $1 XLM, that is still a 3.7x reward from the current price. And with that, I would like to conclude the video by saying the following: at the very short term, looking for the 34 cents price action makes the most amount of sense. In the long term, per the SMA model and the 0.5 fib level at around between 45 cents and 59 cents, as between that 0.7, so 0.5 and 0.786 risk is a target to watch for, and anything above that 63 cents and 70 cents is a market cycle based target, whereas that 78 cents is the midpoint of the DCA model and the previous all-time high, and the machine learning based model says a price forecast in the next 6 months in a bull case at around $1.25, which is similar and closer to that 1.61 at fib level, and that's the forecast for XLM. And with that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and see you tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.